Is manifesting money just for spiritual retreats and vision boards? Or is it actually the secret weapon of the most aligned and most profitable business owners out there? Let's find out in today's episode. Welcome back to Freedom and Ease in Online Business, the go-to podcast for online coaches and service providers who are ready to ditch burnout, master their money, and build a thriving, profitable business that feels joyful, aligned, and sustainable. So, let me ask you something. When you hear the word manifestation, do you roll your eyes just a little bit? Or maybe part of you gets curious, but the other part thinks, yeah, but I need real strategies, not just wishful thinking. But here's the thing. Manifesting money isn't about sitting on a cushion chanting affirmations while the bills pile up in the background. It's about getting your energy and your actions into alignment. And in business, that is the most strategic thing you can do. Because here's the truth. If you've ever set an income goal, visualized a successful launch, or gotten into the vibe of how amazing it's going to feel to hit that next milestone, then you're actively manifesting your desire. So let's break it down and explore how this actually works. First, manifestation as strategy. So manifestation is nothing but focus, aligning with belief, and aligning with action. When your unconscious is programmed to expect abundance, your brain literally starts filtering the world differently. You notice opportunities you would have otherwise missed. You speak about your offer more confidently. You follow up and you're open to and act on all those little nudges of inspiration. And that's not magic, that's psychology. Your reticular activating system is scanning for what you've told it matters to you. So when you believe clients are coming, when you expect them to, you will act accordingly. And that shifts everything. Next, let's talk about hustling versus aligning and the difference between earning money through hustling versus earning money through alignment. See, hustlers operate from a place of fear. It's a matter of believing that I have to do more to get more, whereas aligned earners operate on a basis of trust. They have basically an attitude of, I do less, but with a lot more power. And see, I had a launch once, or maybe it was twice, or maybe there were a few of them, where I was so attached to the outcome. I'd already mentally spent the money and I desperately wanted it. And guess what happened? Crickets. Every single time I'm in that place. But once I realized that what I needed to do instead is release the attachment and just tap into gratitude and trust and positive expectation and just enjoy that process, boom, the sales just started flowing. So it wasn't about working harder. It was about shifting my energy into allowing rather than into desperately trying to hustle to bring it in, which actually is an energy of it's not here and I really need it because it's not here. And that is the difference. Next, let's talk about some real world manifestation. So I want to share a quick story about one of my members. Let's call her Julie. She was constantly feeling behind financially and she was always in scarcity mode. And then one day we sat on a call together and we did a deep dive on her money beliefs. And she had a huge realization on just that little razor's edge where she had been focusing on the lack of and desperately wanting to manifest more money, believing that's what she needed to do and that she was doing the right thing without recognizing that she was actually on the wrong side of the equation. But once she got it, she had a huge shift. And literally the very next day, 3 clients emailed her, one wanting to sign up instantly, who had been just sitting on it for weeks, and the other 2 wanting to get on a discovery call to find out what kind of package might suit them. Just like that. And it felt totally aligned and easy. Coincidence? Maybe. But honestly, I've seen this pattern so many times that I'm utterly convinced. When you shift the energy, the results follow. And, all you need to do is try this out for yourself, but get really good at knowing the difference. That's the key. Now, let's talk about the subconscious beliefs that are often at play, because most people don't realize that their income ceiling is actually being held in place by their subconscious beliefs. If you believe that making more money is going to mean more stress, more work, less time with your family, or that you're bad with numbers, or that money makes people selfish, then you're not going to allow yourself to receive more. You will sabotage or avoid and do all sorts of weird things that stop the money from coming. And if this has ever happened to you, I want to hear about it. Let me know in the comments below. And this is why doing that inner work matters so much. It's everything. Your external world is a reflection of your internal world. Your bank account is a reflection of your money mindset and energetic alignment with abundance. It's a direct reflection. You can literally look at the money in the bank and know exactly where you're at. And that can be confronting, but it's also incredibly powerful information. All right, let's talk about how to align without losing the edge. So how do you do that? How do you start aligning without losing your strategic edge? Well, start by noticing, where does your business feel heavy? Where are you forcing things? Where are you trying to push through? And then ask yourself one very simple question. And this is one of my favorite questions to ask that I literally have pinned on a post-it note on my screen in front of me. And it's, what would this look like if it were easy? How can this be easy? So you want to layer in daily practices like visualization, scripting, EFT hypnosis, whatever works for you, and not think of these as extras, but actually think of them as energetic infrastructure of a successful business, so that you're constantly in that state of flow, in that state of alignment, where the easy ways start becoming obvious and just dropping in. And you can add lots of little simple strategies. That's what we do in the Freedom Code. We just layer a few little simple strategies and then marry them with the practical work we do. And that is where the real magic happens. Okay, so let's wrap it up. Manifesting money is not fluff. It's about focus. It's about aligning energy with intention and then backing it all up with smart action. If this episode sparked something inside of you, then your next step is to take my money habit archetype quiz, so you can discover which archetype and which unconscious stories are actually shaping your results. Once you've taken the quiz, you'll be able to get customized insights to help you unlock your next level, to help you move that income ceiling and just blow it right out of the water. So just head to the link in the show notes, or you can comment with the word quiz on Instagram. I am at Miriam Castilla, or you can also find me at Freedom Ease Academy, and I'll send it right over to you. And gorgeous, don't forget to follow the show so you never miss an episode, because I'd love to help you make freedom and ease your new normal.